Chapter 14, Freaking Out. It's a sunny afternoon at Boulevard University, as you and the Deltas cross the bustling quad to get ready for the semester's Greek off. Is it just me, or is most of the student body here? I'm glad everyone's so hype about this competition. And I'm hype about saving our house. Me too. The house that wins the Greek off always gets a ton of pledges, and since the semester's almost over, it's now or never. If we put on a good show, we might even convince some rich alums to donate to the school. Right. Let's show everyone what the Deltas are made of. And what is that? Oh, you are so negative already. Ingenuity, individuality, and team spirit. We definitely have more pledges than we did at the start of the semester, but we can't afford to leave anything up to chance. Chances make me nervous. Yeah, who knows what dirty trick the Thetas might be waiting to pull. Then this is our chance to prove, once and for all, that we aren't some house of doomed misfits. We're a house of incredible, irreplaceable misfits who any student would be lucky to join. Did you just swap outfits? Then why don't we show off a little Delta pride for the big day? Asterisk trots over with a cluster of tents in a new outfit. She spins around to show it off. I made us team outfits. Should boost our mobility and make us look like a united front. She hands matching shirts and shorts to the other girls, who quickly try them on. The fabric is so breathable. I'm safe from the sun and yet able to maintain homeostasis. Yeah, but what about your snake? Did we make one for the snake? And you got my size just right. The Greek off is about to look great. And there's one for you too, Daisy, if you're up for it. Diamond choice. Bring the team spirit home. I'm gonna be real with you, I can't wait for this book to be over. Astra, you've outdone yourself. I never knew athleisure wear could look so chic. Chic is practically my middle name. There are 3 stages of the competition, but if we lose the first stage, we can't progress to the second, so we'd better put our best foot forward. No pun intended, since it starts with a 3-legged race. That sounds like a challenge, even in these outfits. At least we will look fashionable while breaking our faces on the unforgiving earth. I bet you'll blow the competition away. Devin waves hello to all the Deltas as he trots over from the sidelines. Devin, you're here. For now. I've got another event to cover today, and I've got to submit my article about your house tonight. But for the first half of the Greek off, consider me your resident sports journalist. He takes in everyone's team outfits, his gaze lingering on yours. You're definitely dressed like you mean business. Thanks. It's sweet that you always make time for me. He smiles and winks at you. You're always worth it. I want to put a big, exciting finish at the end of this article, so you all better win today. Trust me, we want that win even more than you do. I may have to leave the Deltas in just a few days, but I want to leave the knowledge, or knowing, their future is secured. Devin heads off to pick a good viewing spot on the sideline as Trey calls out from the field. Hey, Deltas! We got Sophia and Astra setting up at the starting line, but you guys need a second team. Daisy, get over here with me. Very well. Wish us luck, everyone. You don't need luck, Daisy. You've got a team. Now get out there and kick some Greek butt. You hurry over to the competition area with Kaylee, a bundle of rope in one hand, as Safi and Astra struggle to tie themselves together. Astra, if I die out there, go on without me. Make sure Poppy is taken care of. Ugh. As you take your places at the starting line, a group of newer pledges cheer their lungs out. Show them what we've got! Deltas for life! At least we've got a decent crowd on our side. The other teams are preparing nearby, some excited, some nervous, some indifferent. All we have to do is move to the rhythm. What rhythm? There's no music? The music is in your soul. Get out there and destroy the competition, Thetas. Are you sure we should even be competing today? We don't want to anger, the curse. You idiots, that wasn't a real curse. Curses aren't real. The literal ghost in her house sure felt real. Astra, I think that ghost costume might have been your finest cosplay yet. Why, thank you. Sitting this one out, Stephanie. Afraid you won't measure up to us. Actually, I'm delegating. It's this fun thing you do when you have enough lackeys to handle it. If you Thetas ever want actual friends, you're welcome in the Deltas. Yeah, I promise we never call our sisters lackeys to their faces, or, you know, ever. We're her lackeys and friends, right, Steph? Sure, whatever, now get out there and destroy those sad little wannabes once and for all. As the competing Thetas take their places beside you, Kaylee and the other competitors, a referee steps up with a whistle. Alright everyone, I want a clean start to the Greek off, no pushing, tripping over other teams, just coordinated footwork. On my mark, 3, 2, 1, go! Everyone races across the starting line in their pairs. Kaylee takes a step forward with you, trying her best to stay in sync. We got this, Daisy. One step at a time. You start to move ahead with Kaylee and Ernest easily passing the competition. We're killing it. Teamwork for the win. Teamwork makes the dream work. Your matching outfits put you ahead in the race, because I don't know how that works. These compression socks aren't hurting my footwork either. You spot the finish line up ahead and the competition is still far behind you. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Kaylee? If it's let's do an epic stunt in front of the whole campus, then hell yes. Let's slide across the finish line. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Seriously. Hot asphalt. Also skinned your knees. As you hop over the finish line, you both fall forward simultaneously into a perfectly executed double handstand. Yes! Those are my sisters! You make that look so easy! Oh, we know. You hold the pose for a second before collapsing onto the grass beside Kaylee, grinning. Trey and Dash make it across the next, scoring second place for the Zetas, followed by a winded but determined-looking Astra and Savia. Victory chest bump. Bring it in, Trey. We did it. It's over. I can sleep for a year now. Astra lifts her hand for a high five and Sophia returns it. You were awesome, Sav. You know, I've got a lot more drive than, you've got a lot more drive than I ever gave you credit for. You really think so? You just ran a little race to help save our house. We should play Myths and Might together sometime. We make a good team. I think I would like that. The Theta and Sigma teams make it across next, and then Kit walks so casually over the finish line with another Kappa dead last. Is that the rope you're holding? Yeah, we thought the rope would hold us back too much, you know. Oh my god. Your removal of the rope as an addition to coming in last means your house is disqualified! All teams prepare to face your next challenge. As everyone, but the Kappas, heads off to the track towards a cluster of trees, Devin catches your eye from the sidelines. Can I get a quick word from the team that took first place in the stage 1 of the Greek golf? How are you feeling about your odds? I'm feeling like it's too early to say. Until we see the next 2 challenges, I don't want to jinx us. Ah, fair call. I'll put that down as cautiously confident. Is this going in your article? Yeah, obviously. Now, get out there and win the next challenge. Follow the crowd and a referee to a nearby rope course, where staff members pass out harnesses to the competitors. Alright, we've got harnesses and safety nets to catch you, so this course is perfectly safe. But that's what not safe is you're standing in the competition. You'll get points for every house member who makes it across, so climb like your lives depend on it. At least this time, we don't have to worry about beating the other teams. We just need to get our people across. Right, we'll just crawl across those super high ropes with those little tiny harnesses around us for the sake of our house. That is an accurate summary of what is being asked of us, yes. You give a shoulder an encouraging squeeze as all the Deltas fasten themselves into harnesses. Then you set out on the rope course. Ooh, I used to cross swings like this all the time at camp. Check it out! She clips a carabiner to a safety rope and dashes across a series of wooden steps. You follow more carefully with the other deltas. How's the view down there, deltas? Looks to me like you're falling behind. Looks to me like people in a rope ladder shouldn't talk back. Astra determinedly races up the ladder. Stephanie and the Thetas are climbing, shaking Stephanie's perch. Climb faster, Thetas! Accelerated formation! We'll see about that. You hop on the ladder right after Astra, Faye behind you. As you reach for another rung, Faye misses, losing her grip. Ah! She fell all of 12 feet. Just kidding. The ladder wobbles, and she clings to it with the other hand, her other hand desperately flailing for another rung. Take my hand, Faye. I don't think I can reach it. Just go on without me. Oh, for the love of Christ. Not a chance. You're stronger than you think. I seriously doubt that. You fought for this sorority through thick and thin. Don't let one rope ladder get the best of you. You're a squadron leader for a reason, Faye. Come on. Utilize your core muscles. While all of you cheer her on, she reaches for out once more and catches the next rung of the ladder, pulling herself up to safety. That was an impressive display of bodily physics. Thanks for not giving up on me, Daisy. Thank you for not giving up on yourself. You clamber across the rest of the course, and soon the only thing between you and solid ground is a long log suspended from the ropes. I'll go first. I've assessed the kinematic paramounts, or perimeters, for success. She steps on along, angling her body sideways and grasping a rope above her. After a few careful steps, she makes it to the other side. Okay, that didn't look too bad. Astra steps onto the next on the log next, but immediately starts to capsize. Ah! I'll grab the raw log. Astra. You reach forward and snag Astra by the wrist, pulling her back onto the platform. No, 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 no! Oh, thank God I didn't fall off the map. You're welcome. Other Greek houses converge on the final stretch of the course as you and the deltas begin to cross. Check in! No hands! Impressive, but not a method I'd recommend for the rest of us. You follow Kaylee and Trey across. Soon Faye is on the delta left. Only delta left. She tentatively inches onto the bridge and Dash steps onto it behind her. Keep going, Faye. I'm right here to spot you. Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better! The log sways precariously beneath Faye, and she's seconds from tumbling overboard. I've got you. Dash leaps forward to push her to safety. But his leap sends him tumbling into the nets below. Another Zeta down. With only 2 members left, they are running. Or they are out of the running. I'm sorry, bros. I know I put our victory on the line. Don't apologize, man. You did the right thing. Yeah, falling on your sword for someone else. Yeah, no, that doesn't exist. Don't bullshit me. Yeah, bro. What would be the point of winning if you didn't help someone in need? You know, I ask myself that every day, and especially after today. Sorry for interrupting the story. You would have thought more people would have spoke up before the ruling that happened today. Yeah, no, the world doesn't give a shit, nor do most Americans. Like, most of them kept quiet, and then all the content creators and celebrities and everybody else wants to come out and be like, oh no, this is horribly egregious. Hey, psst, hey, maybe you should have said something before now. Did you ever think about that? I don't know what those boys put in their protein shakes, but they are always so wholesome. Yeah, handsome. I mean wholesome. As the last few teams cross or fall from the remaining platforms, the referee calls out the final standings. Winner of the rope course challenge is the Deltas. We won. I don't know how that works, but sure. Hell yeah. Our last challenge comes down to 2 houses who have scored the highest so far, which means we're in for the Delta versus Theta showdown. We made it to the final round versus our nemesis. There'll be a short break before the final competition, so rest up, you beautiful, ambitious competitors, and remember to hydrate, said every person to every streamer. The Deltas head back to the main campus to rest, where Safia starts chugging a water bottle. You spot Devin waving and stroll over to him. I got some awesome shots of everyone on the rope course. You were all looking strong out there. Wait until you see us in the final challenge. I wish I could, but I need to get over to that other event before the last challenge starts. I'll be cheering you on in spirit, though. My muscles could use some cheering. They aren't used to this much exertion. I never knew Daisy's sorority life would involve so much physical activity. I might be able to help with that. The swim team has a private jacuzzi nearby where they unwind after meets, and I happen to know the passcode. The jacuzzi does sound heavenly, as long as we get to it before my muscles start cramping. I'm also not half bad masseuse if you want help lumbering up for the last challenge. I might not have ended up with a family business, but a lifetime sculpting lessons makes you good with your hands, so what do you say? A jacuzzi break with Devin. Then follow me. Devin leads you around an unfamiliar building, where he quickly punches in a passcode. Moments later, you step into a secluded room with a warm pool. So, how do you know about this place? Oh, wait, let me guess. You know someone on the swim team. I do know some people, but that's because I was on the swim team in undergrad. You swimming? I thought you were more about splashy headlines and splashy waves. That's true, but I'm also a big brother, and Dash, being the athlete, wanted to do as many sports as he could when he came to Boulevard. Unfortunately, he only had time for 2, so I offered to help gather info with some investigative research. So you joined the swim team to research it for your little brother? It's not like I could make the basketball team, but I was a decent enough swimmer to have a shot at the swim team. I was pretty slow by their standards, but I was got to enjoy all the perks until Dash decided swimming wasn't for him. Devin lifts his shirt over his head and then unbuckles his pants. He grins at you as he sets his clothing aside. Don't tell me I'm the only one getting in. Listen, she's just enjoying the view. You drink in the sight of him, your heart beating a little faster as you remember the last time you saw Devin with this little on. I'll be right there once I'm done enjoying the view. See, called it. You've already seen it and everything. That doesn't mean I can't appreciate you all over again. Devin steps into the pool and settles into the steamy water, droplets sliding down his broad shoulders. Better get in here before we all lose the heat. You strip down and step into the warm water. Oh, that feels wonderful. Let me know if you want that massage jets to loosen up those muscles some more. I'm fine, and you can relax while we're here too, you know. I just want to make sure you're okay. But you're right, a break would do me some good. Is the article stressing you out? More like covering 2 events today, which is keeping me away from my article, just when I was revising a passage about you. Then I have to hear an excerpt. Devin taps a finger to his chin thoughtfully as you give him your pleading stare. Alright, normally I'm supposed to not preview work to anyone but an editor. Please, Devin, I could help you. Of course, I don't presume to know more about journalism or writing than you do, but I do know my friends and myself, and so maybe I can add a few extra details. Alright then, I'll read you a bit. Devin dries his hands on his discarded shirt before unlocking his phone and looking through it. The Deltas have traditionally had a reputation as a home of oddballs, eccentrics, and the socially awkward, but if you spend time with them, it's clear that the Deltas are a hidden treasure for the misfits who don't quite fit in with anywhere else. At the center of this treasure trove is the shining jewel Daisy Hawthorne. His eyes sparkle as he loses himself in his words, his voice ringing in the private room. She embodies everything the Deltas stand for, headstrong in her pursuits, fearless of her critics, and welcoming to all around her. It would be an injustice for the Deltas and a disservice to our campus if the Greek Council revoked the charter of this one-of-a-kind sorority. So, that's all I've got so far. What do you think? I think the other Deltas deserve the spotlight. I couldn't do much without them, and honestly, each one deserved their own book. That's exactly why I did a solo interview with each of them. But after all the heavy lifting you've done for them this semester, I thought you deserved center stage. Well, as long as the others are sharing the spotlight with me. Their parts of the articles are getting plenty of attention, I promise. You think so highly of me, meaning Daisy, but still, it's nice to be appreciated for my accomplishments rather than my title. You share a smile with him before he turns to all the dials and buttons on the lip of the hot tub. Oh, so now, what do you say we liven up this pool party? My muscles are ready to ride the jet stream. He presses one of the buttons and a meek stream of bubbles shoots out from the side of the hot tub, barely tickling your back. I think the Jets may have gotten the wrong memo about this party. Time to get them on the same page. He cranks the dial up, and at first you can barely feel the difference, until suddenly a fury of bubbles pummels into your back. Did you hear a bell? Because I think I stepped into a ring with a boxer. Those are stronger than I remember. Devin quickly turns the dial down. If our only option are featherlight tickles or deathly pummeling, I'll have to pass on the jet massage. Or I could get the knots out of your back. Very well, as long as your hands have more control than those jets. You turn your back to him as he swims up behind you, his hands gently rubbing your neck. The water laps around you, and even though you can't see him, you can feel him just inches away. His touch is gentle, patient, waiting to follow your lead. Can you knead my shoulders? He slides his hands down to your shoulders, firmly working his thumbs into every muscle. Oh, that hurts in the best possible way. You've got a lot of tension here. Is this all because of the Delta's struggles? Oh, you know, college student is never just stressed over one thing. I know what you mean. It's either an assignment, extracurricular, dorm drama, or maintaining a swap with your long-lost half-sister. You share a laugh, then Devin quiets as he focuses on working the knots out until the tension melts away from your body. You know, there's one more step to this relaxing plan. Is this when a choir of angels descends to give me a mani-pedi? Oh, if I had more time to arrange things, yeah. Devin climbs out of the pool and helps you out by the hand. Instead, you'll have to settle for something cooler. You follow him out of the area with the jacuzzi to another, smaller pool. Out of the pool and into another pool? Exactly, except this one is ice cold. It's what? Yeah, it's something swimmers do. It's about blood and yada yada yada. But before you can ask a proper question, Devin jumps into the frigid water. Droplets spray across you as he surfaces. Get in quick. A shot of cold water will refresh your body before the match. If you insist, but if I get hypothermia, I'm making sure all the Deltas know you're responsible. In a literal leap of faith, you jump in after him, and your whole body immediately tenses with the cold. You shiver as you wade over to him. Cold. Just hang in there. Promise you'll warm up soon. I need warmth now. I'll hug him. You swim over and cling to him, drawing every little bit of warmth you can from his body. The cold is supposed to help you in the competition. It's done its job. Now I need a heat source. Well, in that case, he holds you close, wrapping his arms around you and rubbing your shoulders. Soon you don't feel nearly as cold. Absorb away. That's much better. Now I feel like I could take on the world. Here, let me get you a towel after surprising you with this ice pool. Devin helps you out of the pool and wraps both of you in a fluffy towel. You sneak one last look at the water running down Devin's form as you both dry off and retrieve your clothing. Thank you for this. The break in the pool and the sneak peek of the article. I'm just glad I could help. It was nice to have some advance feedback. I just wish I could stay and watch you kick Theta butt, but promise you'll tell me about it later. If we win, you'd have to pay me to stop talking about it. Then, here's hoping you win. He smiles warmly, his gaze holding yours. A hug for good luck? I'll take a hug for any reason. He folds his arms around you, melting away the chill from the cold water. Go get him, Daisy. The Thetas won't know what hit him. You reunite with the Deltas and follow the referee onto a grassy field. The Thetas stand on the opposite side of a cheering crowd, watches from the sidelines. Students, alum, and former competitors, get ready to watch the Deltas versus the Thetas in a brutal game of Capture the Flag. The victor wins the Greek off, bonus house funds, and most importantly, glory. So you'd better play like your life depends on it. She is so angry. So the fate of our whole house comes down to a capturing a flag? Did you never play it at school? I always figured it was an American game. It probably is, but my memories of grade school are a little, fuzzy. No one played capture the flag in grade school. We win by stealing the team flag, but if our belt flag gets taken, we get benched until a teammate breaks us out. She gestures to the belt with colored ribbons that Safian and the other Deltas are tying around their waist, just as Stephanie strolls up flanked by more Thetas. Oh wow, DuPont's actually participating in another challenge. What do you mean another? She participated? Oh, that's right. That's not really participating. I never thought I'd see the day. Only because I want to see the looks on your faces when I personally grind your waste of a house into the dust. Making you eat those words will be the highlight of my semester. Because the saddest thing here is your obsession with ruining our lives when yours is so clearly lacking. Forget hydrating. Does anyone have any antibacterial salve for the 3rd-degree burn? I'd take some popcorn. So we can smash the popcorn into their faces. Yeah, Deltas, give them hell. Team, square off for the final challenge. One by one, you line up, Delta facing off against Theta, each with a flag tied around their waist. The crowd hushes as the referee lifts a whistle to her lips. Ready, set, capture those flags! Theta's attack formation! You have attack formations? Theta's immediately close on your side of the field. As Kaylee snags another Theta's flag, you dodge and weave, getting right beside Lexi. Hi. Hi. You look pretty today. Snatch. Go for her flag. As Lexi stares at you in surprise, you lean over and pluck her flag off of her belt. Crap. I believe that sends you off our side of the field and onto the cozy bench until you're rescued. Why am I surrounded by incompetence? Because you yourself are incompetent. There's too many of them. Theta's retreat! Remember your training, girls. We cannot screw this up. You trained for this shit? The game continues with the point tally swaying back and forth as your team makes some spur-of-the-moment plays. There's an opening along their left flank. I may not have the calves of steel like Callie, but I can make a run for that flag. Miet sprints across the field, dodging Theta's left and right. Not so fast. Jazz races alongside Miet, cutting her off and nearly forcing her off the side of the field. Oh no you don't. Delta's a symbol! Just kidding. As you charge over to help Miet, Callie appears out of nowhere, ducking between Jazz and Miet like a human shield. Miet's one of us, and that means no Delta left behind. We've got you, Miet. You sprint over to join them, flanking Miet as she tries to get back to your safe half of the field. Jazz, initial plan F. Why did we not just grab the goddamn chick's flag? Just as you're nearly out of Jazz's reach, she sticks her foot out in front of you. I'm gonna swerve. You leap over the outstretched leg, escorting her safely back to your side of the field. Thanks, everyone. Like Kaylee said, sisters don't leave sisters behind. I think I stubbed my toe. Quit whining, Thetas don't whine, only losers do. You'll be losing soon enough. With the referee barely intervening, more team members go back and forth between both sides of jails, and the Theta's flag remains out of reach. They've got everyone but the 4 of us. We've gotta get their flag somehow. No, they captured Kaylee. She runs like she's auditioning to be a cheetah in a National Geographic documentary. If we can't beat them with numbers, we've gotta beat them with strategy. What if the 3 of us put on a show, draw them in, while someone sneaks around on the side and gets our flag? I'll do it, as long as you're sure you can keep them away from our flag during this play. We'll defend it with our lives. Okay, but if If I die, you're responsible for supplying Poppy with frozen crickets and affection. As Faye sidles around the field, you step up to the edge of the Theta territory and call out. Are you just planning to look at the flag all day, or you have the guts to take it? Miet and Sophia step up beside you in a defensive line. Stephanie leads the Thetas right at you. Let's end this, girls! Oh, it's now or never. We have to hold them off until Faye grabs their flag. They converge on you, Safia and Miet, with Stephanie going left, Jazz going right, and a recently freed Lexi going right for your flag. I'll tackle Lexi. For the Deltas! You charge Lexi with all your might, shoving her out of the way before she can snatch the flag. Oh, eardrums! Then take your sensitive eardrums back to the other side where they belong. As you shove the Theta out of the way, you grab her flag, and realize that Safia is holding one too. Now you have to wait until your teammates come, and you glance around the field and see that all the other Thetas have lost their flags and been benched. Rescue you. If they're all out, does that mean we... Yeah, pretty sure we did, according to my new friend. Faye waves the Theta's flag over her head, and with every single member of their team either in jail or newly benched. Despite all the odds, this year's Greek champions are the Theta Deltas. We won. Deltas forever. Astra lifts Safia and spins her around while you dance around Kaylee and Faye. Reporters snap pictures of you beaming from ear to ear. I can't wait to tell Devin, and Daisy for that matter. No. This can't be happening. The crowd hushes as Stephanie storms over to you, livid with anger. Who do you think you are, coming out of nowhere and destroying all my hard work? You're just nobody's... We look like winners to me. Why on earth do you hate us so much anyway? What did we ever do to you? You were yourselves. Every Theta is expected to be perfect in every hour of the day, knowing that if we ever slip up, the campus will never look at us the same. But you were weird loser selves and still won. And if that's true, every impossible standard I've held up to is pointless. Wow, you're truly the worst. Your self-imposed standards are not my problem, and we certainly didn't deserve your torment. It's high time you accepted the fact that we were just as much as a sorority as you, and based on the sad display of teamwork out there, you just showed the whole campus that we're far, far better one. She's right, honestly, Steph. I'm sick of your attitude. Me too. All I've ever wanted to do was flirt with Zetas and have a good time, but you make everything so awful. I quit. Fine, I don't need you losers anyway. Stephanie storms away, but not a single Theta turns to follow her. Instead, they turn to you. I know we've been total jerks to you guys, but do you think there's room in Deltas for a few more misfits? Like a couple of girls who are starting to realize they don't want to end up like Stephanie? Or who realize they never should have left the Deltas in the first place? You exchange looks with Faye and Daisy. No, your housemates. What do we think, Deltas? Can we make them our minions? No. Safia. Fine. I will source my science minions elsewhere. I am game as long as they do things our way. It means no putting each other or other houses down. Sisters have each other's back. Do you think you can manage that? I'd like to try. Honestly, I'll do anything if it means never putting up with Stephanie again. As Luna and the other former Thetas eagerly gather around you, a crowd of students floods the field, whooping and cheering. Look, it's a callback to a better book. Did you see them taking the Thetas? I want to be in a house like that. What does my GPA need to be to get into the Theta Delta? Well, you typically... Can I get my sister and her friends to join too? Of course, the more the merrier. If you've got pledge applications with you, you can hand them over right after the... Oh, or now. You're doing it now. Faye, Daisy, I've got at least 24 pledges. That means this team is here to stay. Bring it in, everyone! The Dales just pull you into a group hug while all the new pledges around you cheer. I will allow this physical contact due to the importance of this occasion. I love you guys so freaking much. As the Deltas crowd around you, laughing, Faye whispers a thank you that only you can hear. We actually did it, Rose. We saved the sorority. You look at the smiling faces of the sisterhood, and you can't remember the last time your heart felt so full. I always knew we could. Earlier, the same day at the palace, you had the guest books placed by the ballroom entrance, right? And we triple-checked the appetizers for any guest allergies? Everything is ready for the charitable dizzy. The only thing missing is... The door to your room bursts open and Aaron suddenly rushes in. I try my best to stall him, but Clark's on his way to the ballroom. Right now? You have to catch him or he'll spoil his surprise even before it starts. Your surprise ball is about to become a regular ball unless you can distract Clark in time. Quick! Show him the boobas! Booba cannons engaged! Alright. Thank you all for watching. I love your beautiful faces. Without further ado, make sure to like and share the video. Head down to the description below. There's links. That would be great for you to check out. And yeah, without further ado, you can also hit the thanks and join button or the join link in the description. It'd be great to have you here. But also, you know, it'd be great to also have the support on this channel. I say this with every time, but even though this book sucks as much as possible, I'm doing this for all of you. Otherwise, there are a lot of other games I could be playing right now, I'm going to be honest with you, and a lot of other books I could be doing. You know, we've still got some books here just on this app alone that are significantly better than, you know, yeah, this book. Anyway, love you beautiful faces, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.